If I had to sum up today's entire video in a single word, it would be grading. And I don't mean the classroom kind, like grading papers. I mean like nails on a chalkboard grading, which I guess does happen in the classroom. In fact, I'd actually say the subject of today's video could stand to go back to class. Music class specifically, because we are going to be listening to the musical offerings of none other than Lara Trump. And if you're thinking, Lara Trump, is she related to? Yes, she very much is. And it is so obvious from her music. But first, welcome. My name is D'Angelo, and I am your professor of micropaleontology, which is a very real degree that I definitely do have. Or maybe this is just me broadcasting myself talking in my room like YouTube used to be. And in today's lecture, I'm going to show you, or should I say subject you to, the latest smash hit single from none other than Lara Trump, Donald J. Trump's daughter-in-law, who in addition to being the co-chair of the Republican National Convention, is also a musical artist. Though the words musical and artist are doing some serious heavy lifting. And if you're really sitting here and wondering like, oh, are you just going to dismiss her musical efforts because of who she is? Yes. This music is obviously going to be terrible. I went into this knowing it was going to be bad, and that was not enough to prepare me. I was 5 seconds in, and I was like, I cannot do this alone, so I enlisted the help of Dave here. But unfortunately, upon hearing Lara Trump's attempt at singing, Dave has now turned to stone. So I truly think you are my only hope to possibly getting through this cringe in one piece. No Luffy. Okay, so I won't lie, I am genuinely scared. Republican National Convention Chair Lara Trump releases her new music video. This sentence alone was enough to send like 2 out of 5 of my senses into hiding. My ears were like, no, we're not doing this. My eyes were like, but my brain, my dumb brain just had to know what this sounded like. Thus, this 19-second clip.
Without your bravery, we're all out of luck. No, this can't be denied.
It can't be denied, but can it be suspended? Indefinitely, even, because my ears are not happy right now.
You gotta be special. Takes a lot to put you last and everybody first.
Some of these notes are so computerized, she almost sounds like BMO. But let's be real, look at BMO. They are way too cute to ever have been involved with the Republican National Convention. So this 19-second clip left me with some very serious questions. Who is this? What is her deal? Is this a hostage situation? Is she a stand-in for the viewer? Is that why she looks so very uncomfortable? My second question was, who is Lara Trump singing to?
You gotta be special.
So I did the bad and I seeked out the original video. Of all channels to get a view from me, I certainly did not think the right view with Lara Trump would be one of them. Sorry, is this like a podcast? Wow. I have never been more grateful to not recognize a single other person on this screen. Maybe God is real. Someone out there must be looking out for me. Also, her podcast kind of fell off. Like, I know I'm a big YouTuber making fun of somebody else's views, but to be fair, I am literally just a YouTuber, whereas Lara is literally the daughter-in-law of Donald J. Trump. One would think you could leverage that into more than this, but what do I know? So the music video, which she uploaded to her podcast channel for some reason, is called Hero. And I guess it also features an artist called Madeline James.
It's bittersweet and damn I want you.
Based off of that debut single, I would say this 22-year-old recording artist has a bright future ahead of her, but seeing as her very next song was a collab with a member of the Trump family, she certainly has a future ahead of her. Not sure if it's bright. Anyways, let's see what's going on with this music video. I thought that was going to say help. So this appears to be, I guess, a tribute to firefighters, which period. So Madeline handles the first part of the song, which I would describe as serviceable. I don't know if I appreciate rhyming ladder with louder, but I'll take what I can get.
You are my hero. No, this can't be denied.
Man, the immediate difference.
You gotta be special.
And then they attempt a duet and, oh, buddy.
You are my hero.
Also, bro, this is just a weird music video. Like, literally, shout out firefighters. There's nothing wrong with hyping them up in the song, but just the whole presentation of this video.
My hero. My hero.
It's giving school presentation about why firefighters are good. Elementary school, to be clear.
You're climbing up the ladder.
I hear a hint of tone in her upper range, but then she follows it up with,
You're my hero.
she just sounds so flat.
Going through the fire.
Also, I guess I'm just really confused about the point of putting this video out. Like, there's no link, no resources. This doesn't appear to be a fundraiser of any kind. They're just like, you know what's awesome? Firefighters. And you know what's not awesome? When bad things happen to firefighters, which I suppose, but none of this clues me into what her thought process may have been with any of this. Like, just already being such a prominent person in the Republican Party, do you also need to release the most mid firefighter fan service? Like, it's so hard to wrap my head around. Also, I am literally just trying to scroll down to the comment section, and the first thing we get is Tucker Carlson. JD Vance annihilates CNN host. The Trump song. Leave me the hell alone. Oh God, there's more? Why is it 7 minutes? What Ben Shapiro just did to woke culture is insane. I am literally just trying to read comments right now. I'm literally just trying to get, oh, here we go. After hearing this, I miss Yoko Ono. Oh, that's not. Also, isn't she still alive? Like, what do you mean you miss her? Yeah, excuse me, Miss Ono is very much still here. 91 years old, thriving. But no, she did have some weird music. That much I do have to concede. I understand where this person's coming from. Don't worry, I reported this song for being a hate crime against people with ears. See, I actually think the comments that are saying like, oh, this is a hate crime and all of that, you're kind of overselling it, in my opinion. I genuinely think this song was just so nothing. That's why I consider it to be worse than I imagined. It was so much less than I imagined. And I expected absolutely nothing. Singing, she's literally just talking. Genuinely, the technique that Miss Trump is employing or not employing, it's like 100% of the pitch is coming from the auto-tune. Auto-tune is meant to work with the pitch of your notes, but the notes in question were so tuneless, the result is just, it's like compressed computer noises.
You're my hero.
Someone who cares about Lara needs to be honest and tell her she can't sing. Honestly, the fact that Madeline was even okay being on this song with someone who sounds like that is crazy to me. How were you as an artist not like, oh, wow, let's not release that. Let's call that one off for a second. I'm gonna hook you up with this guy, crazy guy, super cool. He is a vocal coach. You do desperately need his services. And we can just regroup in a few years. Wow, there really is no beginning to her talents. Somebody tell her the truth. You know you're in a bubble when none of your friends tell you to stop singing. So the Huffington Post collected some reactions from outside her YouTube comment section. Why would anyone hang out on a fire escape in an evening gown? This person's asking the real questions. I truly do not understand this music video. Where is Simon Cowell when you need him? And so as I was scrolling through this article, I got to the bottom and I saw Lara Trump drops new music on same day as Beyonce and social media goes nuts. And so this is from all the way back in March. I guess many of us, including me, were a little too busy checking out Beyonce's country album to notice the song Anything Is Possible by Lara Trump, which dropped the same day. A little something I had fun with over the winter. And a few more too that I'll save for a future date, special for my huge fans in the liberal media. You say this like people are so obsessed with you, but I must emphasize I literally had no idea the song existed. Anything is possible, except you getting people to listen to your music, apparently.
Don't think, just jump. You can't give up.
Bro, who is gonna tell her? Who is gonna tell her?
Anything is possible.
That run wasn't. Not for you, Lara. Not for you. This is so funny because not even the tweets that HuffPo has collected from March were enough to get this song any additional streams. It's like 3 likes, 14 likes. Something that could easily have been the top story of the day was just so incredibly mid that nobody could even bother to care about it. And like these lyrics are not doing her any favors. You can't give up. Have faith, believe, anything is possible. It's just so interesting that the main reason I listen to music is to hear people's perspectives, and this person just does not have one. Like, no perspective, nothing to offer, nothing unique, nothing of substance. You can hear it, or you can hear the absence of it in every auto-tuned note and every cliche little line. Lara Trump has photosynthesized blandness into audio format. If anything, she should almost be proud of herself. Like, Almost. And I guess technically she's making headway because the firefighter song is at least getting some attention. Lara Trump is still trying to make her music career happen. Thanks, Rolling Stone. And I have to be honest, Oh Say Can You Sing is fantastic. It's so funny that when I look up the lyrics for that song, they don't even come up first. Imagine nobody caring about your music enough to even put the words online. So I guess to complete the Lara Trump discography, we would just have to go back one more song to her debut single, I Won't Back Down. Against what, Lara? Music theory? Because I genuinely think that is your biggest op in life, if I'm being honest with you. Not the slide guitar.
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
Wait, this is a cover.
Well, I won't back down.
Bro, Tom Petty did not deserve this. Okay, and then it appears that Lara is actually a feature on this other song called Colors Don't Run.
We come from a long line.
Don't let them take no more of our freedoms from us every day. They want to come into our homes and take our guns and faith away. Oh, they're insane. We're insane, huh? We're insane. Okay. They keep pushing their lies on us every way. I'm sorry, but just the fantasizing of like, oh, don't come into my home and dominate me. This would almost be funny if it wasn't so catastrophically weird. These colors don't run and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. Against what though? That's the thing about this whole line of rhetoric. Nobody offers a clear answer about what they're fighting back against. It's always this nebulous they. They who supposedly hold enough power to threaten you to the point of releasing music begging us not to come and take your freedom away. But simultaneously, you need to believe that they have no power against you. And you basically just overinflate or downplay this perceived power imbalance depending on how victimized you want to feel that day. Also, I didn't finish the song, but when I look at these lyrics, there's a lot of words on screen. And there's a lot of words per line, which kind of scares me into thinking that this might be a rap verse? Where ticking time bombs, stop, drop, roll, finger on the button, who's got control, weaponize the news every time I scroll. No, they're absolutely about to try to rap this, aren't they?
Stop, drop, roll, finger on the button, who's got control, weaponize the news every time I scroll.
This is the hate crime. This is the hate crime I was expecting. When y'all were saying that Lara Trump's new song was bad, this is actually that bad.
To the grave all waving and the flag still whipping. They want my liberty, they won't strip it.
You know what I mean? This song is apparently from their upcoming album, by the way. Confessions of an Outlaw. Really living for this definitely not AI generated artwork. Anyways, Lara. Can I call you Lara? I just don't feel like there's a polite way to say this. So I think for a second, I'm just going to abandon the polite approach and say that like, nobody likes you. Like, nobody likes you. At most, you are tolerated within your own party because your vote is needed to ensure their continued oppression of you and people like you. But you seem to have confused that and just the fact that you have a platform because of nepotism with the idea that anybody, anywhere, needs to hear anything that you have to say when you are not in fact saying anything at all. And it's like things need not always say something to justify their existence, right? I certainly am not saying much in this video other than that this music is garbage. But to contribute so little while simultaneously projecting this idea that you're like under attack, you're not going to back down and your colors don't run. The fact that you have posted this music with no repercussions truly proves that like you must not be that oppressed. I almost wish it was true that there was just this great force trying to silence people like her, because then I wouldn't have had to have heard that rap just now. But no, it just seems like having nothing to stand for whatsoever just causes a very specific kind of cognitive dissonance. And you can hear it. That's the crazy part. She's effectively captured the essence of what is, at the end of the day, nothing at all. Also, I'm not gonna lie to you, this 7-minute Trump song has been staring me in the face this entire time. It already has 1.7 million views, so I'm just a drop in the bucket if I click this, right? Oh wow, it kind of seems like my side of the internet has not found this song. Love your song. Keep praying for our country, everyone. God, family, and country. That's what I stand for. I love this song. God, family, country. I'm not even American, and this video made me cry. For the love of God, fight for your country. I am American, very much so. And something tells me this song is going to make me cry as well, but probably not for the same reason. Not the Ford F-150. I don't know anything about trucks. Oh my God, wait, there's a storyline.
It's unbelievable, unreal what this country has come to.
It's unreal what this country has come to.
It ain't the country I grew up in, I can tell you that.
All right, let's go. Oh, wait. Hold on, wait. That looks kind of good. Now listen, I'm not saying you could easily get me to your side if you have the right food, but I'm gonna be real though, that would probably be your closest shot.
I'm just a good old boy.
Oh no. Okay, pause. I cannot be platforming this on my channel because now somebody's gonna come for me. Also, why do all of these songs sound the same? I feel like I could make one of these songs in like 5 minutes. Free country rap type beat, ragged and right, produced by Young Troubadour. All right. Yeah, I'm racist. I look around at America. I don't know what this place is. That's all you're getting. If you want more, you'll have to wait till I become the co-chair of the Republican National Convention, which I wasn't planning on doing, but I don't know. That food they were grilling looked pretty good. I'm going to delete my watch history. Anyways, my verdict would be Lara Trump, maybe stick to your day job, but actually, what do you do? She kind of strikes me as someone who is, as opposed to someone who does, if you know what I mean. But I'm sure she can just write this video off as part of the liberal mob or whatever. Hunter Biden this, Hunter Biden that. Y'all are worried about the wrong laptop. Hand it over, Miss Trump, along with your auto-tune subscription. I would very much like to infringe upon your right to produce music. But that's my take on the situation. Dave's take on the situation is that this all brought a tear to his eye, and he's not even American. And I am interested in hearing your take. I mean, this is the part of the video where a layman would ask you to subscribe, like the video, or leave a comment, but I will ask you to enroll, evaluate the video, and submit your feedback. Because I am, of course, running a 100% completely, totally, all the way, mostly, for the most part, kind of not really accredited university. Somewhat. Just ask anybody in the student body and they'll confirm it for you. We're totally legit. And as for me, whether you'll see me in 24 hours or 24 months is honestly anyone's guess, but until then, thanks for watching. Your homework for today is to listen to any other song. Any other song in the entire world.